everyone, I'm Kathy Marvel and welcome to Operation Less Stress. Our theme this week is called Just Breathe, and today's mindful moment is how the breath is connected to stress and can help calm our mind and body so that we can thrive. So the first part I'm going to talk about is the why, why should we focus on our breathing? And a lot of the information I'm going to talk about next comes actually from our parent-teacher download that's free on my website, thesunshinespotlight.com, that goes along with my book, And She Said Breathe. But it's just kind of that scientific explanation of what's happening when you have stressors in your life. So when we pay attention to our breathing, it can slow your heart down, which can be a good thing. It can lower your blood pressure, again, can be a good thing. And it can also override that alarm response, which is set off in your amygdala. Your amygdala is a small part of the brain. That's your fight, flight, or freeze response. It's kind of your alarm, sets off your alarm response, where you're not always reacting in the most beneficial way. So when that alarm response happens, our breathing can give back control to the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is that part of your brain that is responsible for problem solving, creativity, forward thinking, or I call it future glasses, having that. A lot of younger kiddos don't have fully developed prefrontal cortexes until actually I read up to the age of 25, which is why sometimes some of those impulsive decisions happen for younger people. But when we begin to recognize that the stress response in our brain is happening, it's actually occurring, then we can use our breathing to calm that response so that we can give the prefrontal cortex an opportunity to actually respond appropriately. And so we're not having that impulsive reaction, we're having an appropriate reaction. So you can strengthen, using our breath, that the pathways to that prefrontal cortex. So our brain creates a habit. If we're focused on that breathing, a habit, so that means a daily practice, that helps us when little stressors or big stressors happen, and we're able to focus on that breath to reduce that alarm response. So it lets us address difficult situations as they happen with thoughtful responses instead of impulsive reactions. So some things about the breath. We all know if there's no breath, there's no life. In fact, the very first thing that we do as a person who's living is to breathe in. And the very last thing that we do as a person who is living is to breathe out. Every single day we breathe in 10,000 liters of air. I didn't say that very clearly. 10,000 liters of air. Our breath has the ability to purify our mind and our body and our emotions. We can eliminate up to 70% of the toxins or negativity in our lives through breath. So use your breath. And that's what this week's theme is about. So changing your breathing pattern is a simple way to change your state of mind. You've got stress, little stressors, big stressors, whatever it may be, and you can feel that alarm response happening. Changing your breathing pattern will allow you to, as we said, be thoughtful in your responses rather than impulsive. So changing your breathing pattern means that you can match your inhale to your exhale so that you come in the same amount that you go out. You can also do an extended or a longer inhale and a shorter exhale, or vice versa. You can do a shorter inhale and a longer exhale. So changing that breathing pattern up, however you choose to do that, can help your state of mind. Another simple thing is just a sigh. That breathe in through your nose or your mouth as deep as you can and let that sigh out. Everybody knows that. It just kind of pushes out everything that might be negative or those stressors. It helps a little bit with the stress. My favorite is the flubby lip, and I just made that up, but it's kind of like giving a baby a raspberry on their belly. So it's my go-to by far, especially at work. I love the flubby lip. It feels like I can push that negativity out. It's like the one breath that pushes the most negativity or toxins out. And that one would be a deep breath in, and then you let your lips flub. I'll just do one for you, and I know you're all going to be doing it with me after I do it, but that's a deep breath in, And your flubby lip. It feels so good. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. You're doing it now and you're feeling how good it feels. So that was quick for today. I explained the what, the why, the importance of focusing on our breathing, and just a couple quick breathing strategies or techniques that I talked about today. But this week we'll continue to focus on breathing strategies for both kids and adults. If you found this mindful moment helpful, then use it and share it. Join me tomorrow as we continue to talk about breathing if your goal is to not just survive, but to thrive in this thing called life. As always, head to the Sunshine Spotlight if you're wanting more information on mindfulness, and if you want past and future episodes of Operation Less Stress, head to Kathy Marvel YouTube. See you tomorrow.